hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion.
Hi lovelies, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 5. Please just accept me as I was yesterday. I knew it was going to be like that because I had way too many things pending, and even today I still have lots on my plate, but we're going to get to it one thing at a time. Today's video is proudly sponsored by Afrishopa. They sent me some things and it came really late last night, but I just decided to leave it all out. I didn't have time to unbox it, but we're going to get to that right now. 4 huge boxes of food items, African food items. See, Afrishopa is one food brand with a difference. What they do is they sell wholesale. I'll give you more details about them later. Let's unbox them because they've been like that overnight and I'm sure they're still in perfect condition, I hope. But let's see what it looks like. Guys, ichoko. It's a lot. A full box of yam, guys. This yam was 27 pounds. A whole box, 27 pounds. Meanwhile, the yam I cooked for my husband last night was 7 pounds. One was 7 pounds. And there's 8 big yams in there. And they're all very good. Like, very good yam. I have some bell peppers. My god, look at the color. Look at the color. Some serious bell peppers. And then I have some sweet paprika peppers. I think they're long peppers. I don't know what the name is, but I love them so much because it dries quickly and your stew doesn't take so long to finish frying. It's very good. I love this one. And then I got these chilies, red chilies. They're not very spicy, but they add very good color and body to your stew. So I got a box of this as well. This is a section that I love because this is where I have my shaki and my beef. This beef, I'm about to portion them. Both of them, I'll portion them up. I got a box of noodles for the boys and it comes with 4 free packs inside. I got a carton. This is a 10 kg carton of gizzard. Just look at my hand, size of the box. That's how you know the size of the box. Look at my hand. 10 kg and 10 kg strong chicken. This is what we call adie bile. This is very strong chicken, and the flavor that this thing packs is not here. I also got a tin of tomato paste, firewood jollof loading, and a bag of onions. I also ordered for a carton of fish. That's Titus mackerel. I ordered it for a carton of that, but it's coming on Thursday. Let's start portioning up this meat. I have this pack of gloves I got from Shein a while ago, and it has been saving lives, especially with my nails and just not wanting to touch some things or getting my hands into marinate. What? Let's do these. I'd have preferred to use the Ziploc bags because they keep better, and I just like how they hold up in the freezer. But this is what I have for now, so I'll use them. I'm still going to get some Ziploc bags for these peppers. Many thanks to Afrishopa for sponsoring today's video. They are a wholesale food brand and they supply nationwide. Their prices are unmatched and they have the best quality, I can assure you. They collect their products directly from the farmers and it just saves you the stress of queuing at the Birmingham market or going very early in the morning. Just download the app, use my discount code and thank me later. This is all my shaki. Shaki is the lining of the cow's stomach. It's very flavorful. Apparently it has no nutritional value, but you cannot convince a Nigerian not to put this in their stew. You cannot. I don't know how true it is, but that's what I've been told, that it has no nutritional value. How can you say this does not have nutritional value? And Momo, that's an insult. That's an insult. How can you say Momo has no nutritional value? Even though upon stew, regardless upon stew, leave it like that for us. Honestly, it's this meat that is giving me joy. I can imagine, guys. I left these boxes here overnight, like just outside the kitchen. I left them out overnight and they are still very cold. In fact, the chicken and the gizzard, they are still frozen. I wish I had enough space in the fridge. Honestly, it makes me miss that big fridge we had in Darlington. That tall fridge. I miss it so much because what's all this pepper in that fridge? And I'm still going to have to get a fridge like that because I can't keep up with this small fridge. This is all the meat. I have 5 bags here altogether. I'm set for months, well into the new year, honestly. It's such a deal because if you're someone like me that shops wholesale, like you do your shopping in bulk, this is so advisable because all you need is a very good freezer. At some point, I'm going to have to upgrade my freezer as well because this is a lifestyle. This shopping is already placing limitations on what I'm going to get for this price watch. I know I'm still going to get turkey because that turkey is unrivaled. I'm about to attempt something and I hope it does not backfire. I want to portion up this gizzard, and there's a way we defrost things by force in Nigeria. If you have been to where they sell iced fish, which is frozen fish, or any frozen food, turkey or whatever, whenever they bring out boxes of frozen items, whether fish, chicken, turkey, whatever, there's a way we defrost it by force. You just take the box up and slam it on the floor, and it obviously forces the items in the box to, you know, separate from one another. That's what I want to do now, and I pray it does not backfire. I pray, but I'm still going to do it because there's no other way to portion this thing up. Hey guys, I was so relieved that it worked. After the second attempt, I just tested it to see if they were coming apart, and it worked. So my stress was not in vain. Anyway, you guys, let's just go straight into our Christmas challenge, aka our Luke challenge. We are considering Luke chapter 4 today, which just talks about the early ministry or beginning of Jesus' ministry. You remember in chapter 3 we talked about John the Baptist and the baptism of Jesus Christ. So straight after Jesus was baptized, he went into the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights for empowerment. And of course, on his return from the wilderness, he met the devil that tempted him 3 times. The first test was to turn bread into stone. Obviously, Jesus was hungry, so eat now, son of man. Turn this bread into stone and eat. And Jesus combated it with the word. The second test was to worship the devil, and then he would give him the kingdom. I said I'm not doing. Jesus came and gave me the word. And then the third test was to see if God would be able to save him if he jumped off the cliff. And Jesus said, his response was, he has given his angels to charge of us so we do not dash our feet against a stone. Every single time Jesus had a response, and he was quoting the word. From verse 14 to 15, we see where Jesus was empowered by the Holy Ghost. His fame was starting to spread from Galilee. Now from verse 16 to 30, we see where Jesus was in Nazareth in the synagogue, and he was reading from the book of Isaiah and talking about the prophecies that had gone ahead of him as the Son of God. And when the people heard him, they were like, my friend, will you stop that? Are you not Joseph's son that we know? And I feel like this is where the term my village people came from. Like, they were literally ready to stone him because he was saying they felt it was blasphemy. He literally had to run away to save his life. Now from verse 31 to 44, we see Jesus' healing and teaching ministry in Capernaum, where he is able to cast out demons from people and heal Simon Peter's mother-in-law. There were also various accounts of diverse healings of sicknesses and diseases, and it was quite an interesting read. How many of us are still partaking in the Luke challenge? Let me know in the comment section what you've also been able to come up with and what your understanding of that particular chapter is. Now, you guys, I told you, or I left it on the screen last night, that we will be having a perfume giveaway in today's vlog. Now, if you would like to be part of the giveaway, please follow me on Instagram and also be subscribed to this channel. It also goes without saying that you also have to be a UK resident. So just leave me a random number and I will be picking a number from this comment in today's vlog and select the winner live tomorrow. Well, not live, but with you guys tomorrow. So I'm just going to be compiling the numbers, or those who indicated that they would like to be a part of the giveaway, for tomorrow from today's comments, and then we will select a winner together tomorrow. All right, so tell a friend to tell a friend. We will be having a giveaway. It's a really good brand. I've worked with this brand before. I've shown you guys, and some of you might be able to guess the brand. So yeah, we'll be picking the winner together tomorrow. You guys remember the duck I told you about on Vlogmas Day 1? This is it. This was originally £15, but I got this for £4.50, and it is still in my freezer. I got two. I've used up one. Going straight into today's gratitude post, I am grateful for the gift of motherhood. I'm grateful for my mom body, even though I'm still trying to lose weight and get back into shape. But yes, I am grateful that I have two beautiful boys that call me mommy. I'm grateful for them, and I just bless God for every single day that I get to spend with them and, you know, be a part of their unbreaking. My two shout outs for today go to Abdul Karim Zainab. Thank you so much for always leaving me sweet comments and for always letting me know what you are grateful for. I look forward to reading your comments every single time here on the channel. And my second shout out goes out to LB Mabs. She used to be Marble Space, but now she's changed it. You guys, I noticed these things. Don't think I don't know. She's a budding YouTuber, so please go on her channel. I will leave her handle here on the screen, so you guys please show her some support as well. That is our time here today on Vlogmas Day 5. Yes, it is. Anyway, you guys, clean up after all of the cooking. The only thing I have left to do is just to sort out my onions and put that away. In the meantime, I've already stored my yams away, and I've just kept them in an upright position. Apparently that is supposed to help them last longer. But as soon as I'm able to create space in my freezer, I'm going to be chopping them up into whatever size I want to use them for and just store them in the freezer. Until then, I just put cinnamon on them. And that's it, you guys. I will see you in Vlogmas Day 6.